Guys, we finally know what Goku's limit breaker form is. And if you guys don't want to know what it is, here's your spoiler warning. We have Dragon Ball Super episode 111 spoilers, so don't go anywhere because we're about to dive into this baby right now after my sexy ass intro. Play that shit. Guys, what's going on? Devil Artemis here. We are gonna dive right into this. Dragon Ball has been no stranger to foreshadowing, and we've seen it happen many times, and of course we expect it to happen even more in the future, but we finally have confirmation from herms98 himself, shout out to him for the translations on Twitter, where it states that Jiren manages to seriously injure Goku. It doesn't mean he's eliminated, but he's definitely hurt, and his body has awakened a new power called the Mastery of Self-Movement. Now, in the anime as well as the manga, Whis mentioned to Vegeta and Goku that there was a level of fighting where your body would automatically react on its own to any danger, to any situation, because having your thoughts make the movements for you takes too long and it takes a serious toll on your fighting speed. So here's an example of what we said directly from the English dub as an example.
You two are still thinking before you move, rather than just moving. I'm afraid this habit is especially strong with you, Vegeta. This overthinking is limiting your fighting speed. Messages can only travel through your nervous system so fast. When you rely on thoughts for physical action, you lose precious fighting time.
You really do like to overthink everything, Vegeta.
Oh, shut your face! You're only thinking less because you're an idiot!
Your end goal should be to master the ability to have each part of your body think and move independently of the other parts. But I admit this is exceedingly difficult. In fact, not even Lord Beerus has mastered it, and he's a god. If you can overcome the learning curve, you'll be able to avoid any danger, however severe. So, allow me to take you through every step of the training required in a most meticulous fashion. In exchange for delicious foods, of course.
You mean your body reacts without you having to think?
That's exactly right.
So as you guys can see, Goku's new form, which is the Mastery of Self-Movement, is what Whis is talking about. He even mentions that Beerus himself hasn't mastered this power and he's a god. So basically Goku, in a nutshell, can now fight like the angels. Right now, he has just awakened the power, and I mean, he's extremely injured after his fight with Jiren, but just how dangerous is Goku going to be now that his body is able to react similar to Whis? Whis does explain further in the manga, I believe, where he explains that because your body can move on its own doesn't mean that you're untouchable or unbeatable. If someone can move faster than your body's reactions, or their body's reactions are faster than yours, they can easily defeat you. And he used the Grand Priest as an example, which is, you know, why Whis lost to the Grand Priest, because the Grand Priest is probably the second most powerful being besides the Omni King. So just because Goku has mastered self-movement doesn't mean that he's unbeatable. Now, I can only assume that Goku's gonna take time to learn how to use this power, which is why Hit has stepped in to have his battle with Jiren. Now, both Goku and Vegeta were taking the same training from Whis, so I can only predict that it's only a matter of time before Vegeta eventually also learns the Mastery of Self-Movement, and then we'll see how far Dragon Ball Super goes from there. But guys, we finally know what this quote-unquote limit breaker form is. It's not a transformation, but it's a mastery of one's body and self-movement. Personally, I always thought that Goku was never going to surpass Beerus, but it seems at this point that he is, and he's aiming to actually be comparable to the angels, which I think is a bad idea. I honestly think that's a horrible idea. But regardless, I'm still excited to see his new power, and I'm super excited to see the 1 hour special. But guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and of course, give this video a like and drop a comment down below on your thoughts about Goku's new self-mastery power. I'm Devil Artemis, and I'm going to see you all in the next Dragon Ball video. Peace!